Live. We are live. Welcome, everybody. Today, usually I would do a video, but you know what? I don't feel like editing, nor do I want to sit or waste so much time editing and all that kind of stuff. So we're gonna do it live today. F it, we're doing it live. I hope you all are doing. Hope all you're doing. Everyone's doing fine. Everyone's doing great. All the guys on X, everybody on YouTube. Hope everybody is doing fantastic. Solution here. Comments on every single video I make saying that keep DC into Tesla stock if you believe in the multiple visions. And he's talking about one of them is the Robotaxi, the other one is the energy, the other one which is already happening, the other ones are, the Optimus, the bots, and it just gets subjected to it gets subtopic. Like for example, the Robotaxi, it goes under FSD, and what goes under FSD, you guys guessed it. It was the licensing, the subscription model, the Robotaxi model, all that kind of good stuff. And you can agrees to it. Awesome. You all coming in. Well, I love it. I love it. Why hasn't the stock gone up with the Uber news? Well, okay. So this is because of the election. 100% because of the election. Nothing to do with Uber. Nothing to do with Q3 earnings. It's all about election. If Kamala wins and Trump loses, we can see the stock go down. But if Trump wins, man, you guys better get ready because the stock's gonna spike, and I bet that Trump's gonna win. He kind of has to win because I don't know, this Kamala. She's not. I don't want to get too political, but I'm not too much of a fan. How you doing, Pickle Media? That's a fun name. Insane. Oh, the numbers that I'm going to show you guys today is going to be absolutely insane. It's going to be insane. Let's effing go. You already know, my man. You sure? 100%. I'm here. Let's go, Seth Lord. I see your comments, man. I see your comments. Dominic Webb, how you doing, my man? Dominic, you should get subscription on you should get premium on X, man. I see you commenting, but I only reply back to people who have the blue tick. But when I do see you, I try to reply back to you as well. And hey, if you post, you get paid for it too, man. X is flipping amazing. You should get that. Look at the price now. Yeah, I know it's like what 240-ish, but that's expected to have that retrace back. And once Trump wins, stock's gonna spike. Buy the stock, sleep, and yeah, not even 10 years. I would say like 5-6 years, man. It's gonna be a sheesh moment. Yes, but when Tesla stock will explode, it's the money that you make you rich, not the hope. Yeah, of course. But sometimes, man, if you've been investing in Tesla stock since 2020 till now, there's been a lot of hoping. It's just true. Sheesh. Sheesh. It's so strange. Some of you all say insane. Do you have any idea how many days the price is going down? Well, look, it's day to day doesn't matter, man. Look at what happened. Look at Tesla stock 5 years ago, right? 5 years ago, the stock was at like $20 per share, maybe less, $15 per share. That's a sheesh moment. And Tesla trades like this, right? It stays flat for a long time, and then something happens and it spikes up. And it spikes up hard, then it, consolidates for a long time. But with the Robotaxi coming, which I'm going to show you guys in this video, in this live stream, or in this video, if you guys are watching this after the live stream, the Excel sheets on how crazy the numbers are going to get and how the consolidation and then spike up is going to end for Tesla. I would say within the next 5-6 years, and it's going to become a stock like Microsoft or a stock like Apple, because the earnings quarter after quarter, year after year is just going to be absolutely insane, because you no longer focus on vehicle margins or vehicle sales. It's all subscription based, all SaaS based, all software based, and that's high margins, and it's just continuous growth, and that's what's going to reflect on the stock as well. Do you like a little bit Trump? I like Elon most. I mean, looking at how things are going in the US and stuff, it's like Canada, right? Like I'm Canadian, right? So we have, Trudeau, and we have Pierre coming for the election. If we vote Trudeau, we're messed up, man. We're done. Canada's done. I don't think I'll ever move back in Canada. It's just not a good place right now. He did a very bad job, managing the country, and it looks like Pierre is going to win. And Pierre is like the conservative or the Republican in American terms, you would say. He scale down on immigration. We're not saying immigration is bad, but scale down on it. Make homes, a 1-bedroom condo should not be $600,000, right? So It's gonna take a long time to get fixed, but it's a start. And I see that with Trump as well. It'll be big, it'll be bullish for companies, it'll be bullish for corporations, it'll be bullish for Tesla and Elon's companies, and the fact that Elon is gonna be next to him, man, that those deregulations that there's going to come, it's going to accelerate robotaxis big time. So that's my view on it. That's my view. I'm buying Tesla. Yes, I bought today. I bought 3 shares today. I'm not getting my hopes up and trying to keep it in check, but I'm hoping for Trump to win. It looks like he's going to win. I'm not going to lie. It looks like he's going to win. Trump lose, yeah, we're messed up. I mean, stock's going to be in the 200s until actual fundamentals come and bring the stock higher. Because once Trump well, I think Trump's going to win, but once Trump does win, market already knows that, okay, there's going to be a lot of things coming towards Tesla and Elon and stuff like that, and just businesses, just overall. I mean, if Kamala gets elected, corporate tax goes as high as 28% from already, I think, 20%, while Trump's going to bring that down to 10%. So right off the bat, corporations are going to make a whole lot of money. There's going to be a massive rally. But that's what I'm thinking. Trump, he's pro-business. It's going to be really good for the equity market. I'm all in. So am I, my man. Then you blame it all on Trump? No, I don't blame it all on Trump. No, I don't know what you mean by that. Price prediction next Friday if Trump wins. Oh, it's going to spike. I think it's going to spike. Boom. Have you ever asked yourself this? There is no approval from the government. Nope. Level 4 is happening in a lot of states right now, and it doesn't get announced or mentioned in the media. But if you guys are following me on X, even my YouTube channel, even my YouTube videos, I mentioned that too, that I think there's about like 35, 36 states approving level 4 already. So it's getting there. And then once Trump is in and Elon is there, deregulation and this stuff can happen a whole lot sooner. Ask Google what the current 3 best-selling vehicles in America are. I'll give you the data from 2023. Well, yeah, because 2024 is still not here yet. But as of now, first one in the US is Model Y, then Model 3, then the Cybertruck. Can't make this up, man. It's absolutely crazy. Look at the Time Magazine top 10 for Moon. Yeah, it's a joke. It's a joke. The market is very green now, but Tesla, yeah. I mean, it had a massive rally of 25%, right? So it needs to come down a bit. And then again, not customers, but investors are like, is Trump going to win or not? So we have this lingering as well. Trump wins Minnesota. That is, oh, nice. That's good. If he wins Pennsylvania, is a done deal. Trump wants regulated immigrants. Trump wants regulated immigration, not against. Yeah, exactly, and that's how it should be, man. It shouldn't be like anyone can come across the border and you vote without a voter ID. I know a lot of Canadians are going to the U.S. and actually voting. Like that's just messed up. If Trump wins in the next 4 years to keep their promise, I most likely move to the U.S. Man, I want to move to the U.S., dude. I'm actually looking at it. Canada is just gone. Toronto is just, I don't know. It's not the same anymore. You know why? When market green tends to drop, when market red drops even more. Yeah, that's part of the simulation, man. Get used to it. Do you think Tesla investors will get a chance to own a bit of X or Starlink? I hope so. That's Elon's promise. I think the market is generally will be bearish if Trump wins. I think the opposite. Not a shadow. So how the hell is Tesla going to go up once Trump gets elected? We saw Q3 how everything was beyond amazing expectations, but after Trump wins, 100%. Tesla a software company and AI company, and yeah, it's 100%. Agree with that. I'm in Canada too, but I have a dual citizenship. Lol, nah, boo boo. Yeah, lucky you, my man. Lucky you. Why the Tesla off at 272 to 47? What the heck? Again, all has to do with the election. And obviously, when you have a massive run up, I think it was a 26% run up in just a couple of days, there has to be a pullback, a natural pullback, obviously. But this is mainly because of the election. Kamala winning over Trump. That's one of the fears. Do you know how long it'll take to approve? Yeah, some states are approving it slowly but surely. I mean, San Francisco is already approved. That's why you have Waymo everywhere, right? So I'm not too concerned about that. Hope it's not rigged. Me too. It'll take many months or even years. No, I think if Trump wins, I think within the next 2 to 3 years, it's gonna be a sheesh moment. Election jitters. Love your content, bro. Awesome. Thanks a lot, man. Guys, do me a favor and smash that like button if you guys haven't already. And I want to get down to this Robotaxi valuation to show you guys what is up because it's a sheesh moment. I'm going full screen here. So let's see if I can get you, if you guys want to, throw in some numbers as well, we can put it in as well. But let's go, right? Let us flip it go. This is the chart that I have made for the Robotaxi. Yeah, the Robotaxi fleet. Now, this doesn't include Tesla's own fleet. This only includes customers who buy cybercabs only, not even robovans, cybercabs only, and they operate it. Now, we'll have the numbers here, how much fleet it is, but let's go bit by bit so you guys could understand this, because I think it's very important to know what you're looking at, what it is that you're reading, because I do this. I love doing these analysis and stuff like that, so you guys know what's going on. So FSD per year, this at the moment Tesla is charging $99 per month for FSD. So I'm saying for the next 3 years. Now again, you guys can ignore the year, right? You can ignore the year. You can just put one. You can just put exhibit A 1, 2, 3, 4, or first year, second year, third year, whatever. I'm just going based on these numbers. But right now it's $99 a month. Times that by 12, you get $1,188 per year in subscription fees. So if you have a Cybertruck, or if you have a Cybercab and you're paying $99 a month, every year you're paying Tesla $1,188 for FSD. That's that. Base fare, you'll be charging $1 per trip, right? Not per cost per mile. We'll get to that in the next row here, but base fare. If you want to enter the Cybercab, automatically first fee is $1. So you got to pay that $1. And I'm going to keep it $1 for the entire 15 years that I have here. Cost per mile, 60 cents, then it goes to 50 cents, then goes to 40 cents, 30 cents, 20 cents. And I forgot to mention this when I was talking about the FSD. For the next 3 years, I'm saying that Tesla's going to keep their $99 a month as their FSD subscription, and then going on for 3 years after that, they're going to spike it up to $199 a month, which would come to $2,388 a year, and then years after that, it'll go to $299 a month, which would be $3,600 a year. Then it would be $400 a month, and I think they'll continue to go up because this FSD subscription will be Tesla's leverage to increase their subscriptions, just like how Apple is doing with their App Store, or how Google is doing with some of their stuff, right? Even Microsoft with their Outlook and stuff like that, the little leverage that they increase $1 or $2 or whatever it is. But for Tesla, it'll be this FSD subscription that'll just increase it $200 or by $100 every few years. And for the Cybercab owner, it won't really matter that much, because again, you're only paying, if you're paying $400 a month, that's only $4,800 a year, which is like not even that much. So they can actually increase this even more, but that's what I'm keeping at. But going back to cost per mile, eventually I do have here at 20 cents. Now most of you guys are saying, why not $1, Peggy? Right? Why don't you just do $1? Right? Why not just focus on the dollar and go cost per mile per dollar? But the thing is with the dollar is Tesla is trying to bring it down to $1. They're trying to be lower than $1. $1 is what a bus fare will get you. So Tesla's trying to bring this down to $1. And not to mention that on Robotaxi event, this is a very important thing. Elon said that in addition, 10 to 20 cents on top of whatever the cost per mile is going to be taxes and whatever it is. So essentially what you're seeing here is 60 cents cost per mile. If you add the taxes on top of that, it could be 80 to 90 cents. But we can't put that because we just want to see what Tesla's Robotaxi is going to be, or Tesla's profit is going to be. That's all we care about. So that's why it's at 60 cents for the first few years, then it goes down to 50 cents, and you'll see why. 40 cents, 30 cents, and 20 cents. Trips per day that each Cybercab will do is 30. So sorry about that. So 30 trips times $1 per fare. So automatically it's $30 because 30 different trips. Average per mile, let's say it's 5 miles per average trip. That's 30 times 5. That's 150 miles driven a day. That would be $120 a day with 60 cents, and then it keeps going lower and lower and lower as the cents go lower. So this is how I'm going to calculate it. And as soon as I put the numbers in the fleet, you'll see the annual revenue, the Tesla's cut of 30% plus the FSD, how much of that percentage of FSD of their profits is coming from the FSD, the market cap, and what the stock price could be with a 30 PE. All right, if you guys are ready, smash that like button. this is gonna be a sheesh flipping moment. Now, you guys can ignore this, the year test total Teslas, you can ignore this. We're just going based on examples, right? So first year, whatever, it could be next year or it could be any other year. I'm thinking 500 vehicles are going to be robotaxis, just 500. And if we click on that, you can see the numbers come in right away. Boom. And yes, this will be available on Patreon as well, guys. The link is in the description if you guys want to support me there as well and get access to these charts. So right off the bat, revenue annually is $22.5 million with Tesla's 30% cut and FSD. That's about $7.3 million. 30% of that is coming from FSD. Market cap would be around 220 billion if we give it a 30 PE. That is a stock price added on of 6 cents. Oh, Pidgey man, but 6 cents. What the heck is 6 cents? 6 cents is, I didn't go all into the stock because of just 6 cents EPS or 6 cents to add it onto the stock price. That's just ridiculous. And you're absolutely right, which is why first year is always going to be like this when they release the Robotaxi, whether it's going to be the Cyber Cab or if it's going to be just the Model 3 or the Model Y. Just the first years to test it out. Remember, the key here is scale. That's how this is how Tesla's going to win, through scale. Now, for the second year, I put here 1,000. 1,000 robotaxis is going to be on the road. And remember, guys, this is only pure robotaxi. This doesn't include energy. This doesn't include the vehicle sales, even the Cybercab sales. It doesn't include that, nor the Optimus, nor the licensing of the FSD. None of that. This is pure robotaxi, just pure robotaxi, right? So 1,000 in 2026, so doubling next year. Numbers will get doubled as well to about 44.5 or $45 million. 30% plus FSD, that comes down to about $15 million. Market cap of 440 million, and stock price, what this will be worth is only 13 cents. Right? Again, nothing to be too excited about. But the year after that, they did 1,000 vehicles, and now they're getting a lot of data, and now they can deploy it in many other countries, in many other states first. Going to start in the states first, and they can go a little bit harder. And I'm thinking there's going to be a 10x fold of this to 10,000. And you guys can see the number right away. That's about $500,000 in revenue, $147 million in profits with the FSD and the 30% cut that Tesla will take from fleet operators. That's about $4.4 billion in market cap and a stock price of $1.26. Now, okay, still not a lot. I mean, it is adding about $4.4 billion to the market cap. It is slapping it on. And with a 30 PE, well, 30 PE, it's that. A stock price on top of that is $1.26. So it's much better than 6 cents, but now we're getting somewhere. And if Wall Street is saying that, whoa, okay, they made $146 million in FSD and Robotaxi cut, that is not bad. And in fact, right now, if you double this number, or a little bit more than double this number, just from FSD subscription, Tesla's making around $326 million today just off FSD. So never mind that. This is insane. This is crazy. Now, then year after that, Tesla says, you know what? I'm increasing my subscription base up another $100 to $199 instead of $99 to $199, $199, because the thing is solved. Robotaxis are going to go on scale, and you know what? If you're going to be making money, the value of this, people want to get the software, and the value of this is going to go higher. It's going to become, a mainstream thing, and we have to increase our prices, all that kind of stuff, right? I'm expecting the year after that there's going to be 100,000 robotaxis operating. Now, again, may not happen in 2028, and you can just ignore these yearly numbers because it's just for examples, right? And again, none of this financial advice. It's just what I think, right? It's just how crazy, how nutty these numbers are going to get, all right? So 100,000 vehicles. Check this out. Making $100 million a day, that's about $4.6 billion in revenue, and Tesla's cut of 30% of FSD, that's $1.6 billion. And now you have 5% of the total earnings coming from the FSD subscription because, again, there was a price increase. That's a market cap with a 30 PE. That's a market cap of almost $49 billion and a stock price or an added on value to add it onto the stock price would be almost $14. Now we're getting somewhere. This is a 10x fold, more than a 10x fold just from 1 year if they deploy 100,000 vehicles. Now, again, Elon did say that the Cybercab is going to go into volume production in 2026, can go as high as 2 to 4 million in production. So imagine how many people are going to order this thing and how many people are going to deploy it and start to make money. The numbers get extremely nutty, and you're going to see. I'm expecting the year after this, there's going to be a doubling as well to 200,000, and you guys can see the numbers. Over $9 billion in revenue. Tesla will be taking home 30% cut with FSD of over $3.2 billion. Market cap almost reaching $100 billion. Now, stock price that can get added on to the stock price is around 28 bucks per share, which is incredible. It's incredible because that's like what, 10%, maybe more. Like that's what, like 12% of what the stock price is now, and it's coming just from the robotaxis. That's absolutely insane. And don't forget, these 200,000 vehicles of cybercaps that get sold, it doesn't have to be the cybercap, Model Y, Model 3, but let's say half of it, if it's going to scale the way it is, it's definitely going to have a lot of the cybercap involved. Then you can also add the revenue and profits of that as well. But we're not doing that. We're just doing the robotaxi here. 20 flipping 30, which is, I'm thinking 500,000 vehicles. And because we have hitting 500,000 vehicles, we see the cost per mile dropping to 50 cents because now we're having a little bit more cybercaps, a little bit more robotaxis on the road, 50 cents. Now, your revenue per day goes down from 120 to 105. And I do expect that I do expect the trips to increase or the miles to increase at least because now you're getting cheaper transportation. But to keep this very simple, we're just going to keep it, the same miles and the same trips. So 500,000 vehicles, that comes down to $20 billion, over $20 billion in revenue annually, $7.3 billion with Tesla's cut and FSD subscription. That's about almost $220 billion in market cap with a stock price added on of almost $63, which is absolutely insane. 2031, we can add, doubling that again to 1 million. 41, pretty much just doubling the numbers that we have here in the previous year. Stock price of 139 bucks per share, just adding on. So pretty much more than half of what it is today, which is a sheesh moment. Now 2032, I'm thinking it's going to be a double of that as well because this is just going to get exponentially nuts. That comes down to 83 million or 84 million in revenue, and then over 32 billion in profits for 30% cut and the FSD. Almost $1 trillion in market cap and a stock price of 277, which is insane because if you look at the stock price now, that's pretty much what it is. And that's what 2 million robotaxis. It's just nuts. And it's gonna get nuttier. It's gonna get nuttier. 4 million vehicles. It's insane. And I forgot to mention that in 2031, Tesla again goes like, I'm increasing my FSD subscription to $299 a month. So from another $100 increase to $3,600. So you guys can see that here. 4 million, that comes down to $167 billion in revenue, $65 billion for Tesla's cut. That's about $2 trillion in market cap and a stock price of 554 bucks per share. More than a double than what it is now. And it's just a robotaxi. And we're not. And as the years go by, it's just going to continue to get nuttier and flipping nuttier. It's flipping insane. Let's keep going. Because it gets nuttier. 230 for 2034. I have here around 8 million, and I think 8 million is a good number that we can actually rely on because I don't know how many cybercabs Tesla's going to sell initially, but at the moment on the road we have around 7 million Teslas on the road. So by end of next year, we're going to have easily over 9 million vehicles on the road. So let's say 8 million with a 40-cent cost per mile, right? That came down to, if 8 million vehicles, Tesla just goes like, just activates it. Goes like, you know what, guys, anyone with a Tesla with hardware 4 and plus, Model 3, Model Y, Cybertruck, S and X, whatever, you guys can now do robotaxis. And all of a sudden you have 8 million vehicles just doing robotaxis. That's obviously 8 million vehicles would mean all around the world. In the US, I think there's only about 2 to 3 million. But, theoretically, right? Hyper-theoretically, let's just say that 8 million vehicles, right, gets activated like that. Well, if it's 40 cents per cost per mile, and if they do 30 trips per day and averages 150 miles, that is an annual revenue of almost $300 billion. With 30% Tesla's cut in FSD, that's $116 billion. 10% of that's coming from FSD subscriptions. That's a market cap of almost $3.5 billion and a stock price of almost $1,000 per share. It's insane. It's in flippin' insane. And then the year after that, because again, exponential growth is what Tesla likes. I'm thinking it's going to double to 16 million, but I'm going to say 12 million, and you guys can see the numbers already. And yes, in 2020, in 2035, Tesla's like, you know what, we're going to increase it again another $100 for the FSD subscriptions because we have millions of people out there, and we can. So they bumped it up to $400 a month, which is about $4,800 per year. That's a stock price. That's a revenue of $450 billion, and Tesla's cut will be $192 billion, which is insane. 13% of that is coming from Tesla's FSD subscription. Almost $6 billion in market cap and a stock price of $16.53. From 6 cents all the way to $1,600 per share. It's mind-boggling, and you can see the screen, like revenue's going up, the chart, and the earnings, exponential growth is absolutely insane. But we're not done there yet. 2036, 24 million vehicles. Because remember, we had the affordable vehicles coming out as well. The 3, the Y, the Cybercab, Robovan. They're all gonna contribute. They're all autonomous cars. 24 million vehicles. Cost per mile gets dropped down to 30 cents because now we have a lot of Cybercabs on the road. That's a revenue of $771 billion. Almost $350 billion in Tesla's cut, 15% market cap of over 10 billion in value, 10 billion, 10 billion in valuation, and a stock price of $26.69, which is quite funny. Let's just continue. Let's just finish this off. It's absolutely insane. 44 million. Is that right? Oh, that's not 444 million. 440 million. 44 million. That is a revenue of 1.4 trillion. Tesla's cut is 635 billion. Market cap of almost 19 trillion. Now, again, this is why I say that this makes more sense of a trillion of 3.4 trillion. But if this continues to go up like this, it's hard. Like, this number is getting nutty. And I personally don't think that a market cap can reach as high as 20 trillion just from robotaxis. ARK will say otherwise, but it's just ridiculous. That's a stock price of 5,444. And I'm just going to continue with the numbers here for 2038, and you guys can be the judge of that, right? So again, for 2038 and onwards, it's 20 cents per mile, because that's what Elon was saying, that eventually it'll be 20 cents per mile. So with that, 2031, the numbers get nutty. I don't even want to go over it, because the numbers are just like, come on, be realistic, right? And eventually 100 million vehicles you have out there just doing robotaxis and stuff like that. You guys can see, like, if there's 100 million vehicles out there that's charging a base fare of $1 per every trip that there is, and there's 30 trips in a day, and a costing per mile of 20 cents, and there's 150 miles per day that they do robotaxis on, and you have 100 million. That's a lot of vehicles, man. Hitting these numbers right here, guys, will require global. It requires Europe, it requires Asia, it requires all of North America, Middle East, everything. I just don't see 100 million Cybercabs happening in just North America, or just autonomous vehicles happening in North America. It just doesn't make any sense. Whole world, yeah, okay. Globally, all around the world, covering every country, sure. But just one continent, man, I think these numbers make more sense. Maybe even less. These numbers make more sense, right? But the whole world, we need these numbers to, reach the whole world. Like 100 million, robotaxis with these numbers, metrics, could get Tesla up to $11,000 per share just for that. It hurts my brain when I think about this, which is why I say that, 8 million Cybercabs, Or you know what? Already you already have 7 million vehicles on the road, right? Maybe you can even go here to 2 million, 4 million, because if you just put North America only, you can potentially do this much, right? Of Tesla can get a 2 trillion market cap, or can slap on $554 per share. If you just think about, just add it on to whatever it is now. Um, if you just put North America in, right? Now, if Europe comes in, and China comes in, and Middle East comes in, and South America comes in, and everywhere else comes in, then you can see numbers going as high as these numbers, which you can see how nutty it gets. It's just, it hurts my brain when you see these numbers. Eventually, all vehicles on the road is going to be autonomous, whether Tesla. Now, I'm not saying Tesla's going to have 100 million. There is going to be cars that will be licensed, which will be even more profits for Tesla. Which, again, I don't think there's going to be 100 million vehicles, just Tesla alone doing robotaxis. I think the market is going to be, because if it's only going to be Tesla doing it, then say goodbye to your Ford, GM. They're all going to go bankrupt. I mean, this is why they have to license Tesla's FSD and do their own robotaxis, and Tesla will just collect the percentage, whatever it is, from the from licensing, which is still a lot of flipping money. So again, I'm going to keep it conservative and say between these numbers, it makes sense. Between 3 to 5 trillion, and ARK did say about 5 trillion. I'm thinking more towards the 7 trillions, because it's going to continue growing, of around $1,600 per share slapped onto Tesla stock. I think that makes absolutely sense just from robotaxis alone. And here is the chart. You guys can see it's incredible. It's absolutely incredible how this is going to be. So you're saying, if the price is 20 cents a kilometer, why would you buy a car? That's the whole point. And it's per mile, so it's actually cheaper per kilometer. But that's the whole point. Tesla's like, you know what? This robotaxi is going to eliminate ownership. It is going to eliminate ownership, because you don't need to pay for a car, pay the insurance, right? I'm sure you may have to get insurance when you get in the car and stuff like that, which is why Elon said that the other 20 cents is probably going to be insurance and stuff like that, but none, or taxes and stuff like that. But um, this is going to eliminate car ownership. The fact that I can get in the car, go a destination that will make me go and come back every day. Let's say I'll only pay like less than $5. Why the heck do I need a car? I don't need a car. I don't need to pay the maintenance for it. I don't need to pay the charging or gas for it. I don't need to worry about an accident. I don't have to worry about anything. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Just call it and it'll come and pick you up and go. That's it. You don't need a car anymore. It's absolutely crazy, man. It's crazy. Good to see you, Peggy. J. Jones. Nice to see you here, my man. Nice to see you. Yeah, Robotaxi me everywhere. Yeah, that's the future, man. That's the future. Rosa Smith, how you doing? Hope you're doing great. Now, let's see. You all got some interesting things to say. After having 10 million cars, I don't think they will double the fleet each year, maybe 20-50% growth, maybe even less. I don't even know. Numbers get so nutty. It hurts my brain. It really hurts. La Rafael, unsupervised in Europe by 2040. I know Europe has a lot of red tape, man. I hope you guys can figure it out. I think 600, 300 a month is a little steep, but hey, it's unreasonable. Yeah. Look, if the cyber cab is $25,000, and it's only going to charge you, let's say, what was it, $300 a month? I think it was like $4,700, $4,800 every single month, every single year, and you're making 10 grand from your car. Well, that is a 35-40% ROI. What else do you want? Within 3 years, you paid more, less than 3 years, you paid off your entire, your your entire investment. Now, people they're not gonna buy one do unless they want to have their own, and then make money. If they've got to go to work and stuff like that, they can get it to work. But I'm guessing majority of taxi companies, majority of fleet operators, they want to order multiple, 5, 10, make 100 grand a year, stuff like that. That's how I see it. That's how I see it. I don't see anywhere else. Pidgey, I will buy the dip. It's a great way to get it on. Yeah, That's the thing. People, when you guys look at this chart, guys, like when you guys take a look at this chart, um, it's ridiculous. Like Wall Street is not even looking that far. They want to see this happen first. Maybe this one as well. But they want to see this happen first. Okay, deploy it, right? Next year, Elon said that they are going to deploy it, but that's proof of concept on their side. They want to see, okay, how are you going to do it? What's the profit margin? You guys making money or not? What is it? How is it? And then once they realize that, okay, this is something, then scalability will happen. Then what we saw, what happened with Nvidia stock, will happen with Tesla stock. And again, none of this is financial advice, but that's what I'm saying. Tesla stock 300 after the elections, 395, 20. Sheesh. Parking lots will go out of business. Yep. That was part of the presentation too, that the parking lot will go out of business. $400 in SSD won't seem like a lot if you're making $800 off FSD. Yep, exactly. What about the RoboVan? So the RoboVan is actually cheaper than this, but this is not including the RoboVan. It's just the just the Cybercab. The RoboVan, because they can fit up to 20 people, it can be as low as 5 cents, man. It's incredible. Otherwise, why wouldn't Tesla keep FSD for themselves and just use Cybercab as a form of income? Yeah, they don't, because they don't want to have liability. That's why. That's why they say, okay, you know what? Anyone can buy it and they can, make money off from it as well. And we'll just take a cut. And we do, they'll pay subscription. They have to get insurance from us as well, right? That part is also important. And it's like, they can take all the liability. We just provide them the vehicles. We sell them the vehicles. We make profit out of the vehicle. We sell them the subscription. We make money off the subscriptions, which is like 80% margins. And then we get a cut from that as well, which would be 20, 30%, right? So that's the idea of it, which is incredible. Again, you're assuming that many countries will approve FSD. Please stop dreaming. It's not so simple. Well, it's step by step. Right now, we have North America that's, on the verge of it. China in Q1 2025. Europe will take longer than Q1, but as soon as there's data that shows that this full self-driving stuff is much more safer than human driving, it would be criminal for you not to approve that. And when it comes to that point where it's criminal not to do that, and the data says that this full self-driving is a whole lot safer than humans, then you're not doing your own citizens, if you're the president or prime minister or whatever you are of the country, you are not doing them a favor. You're actually putting them at risk. And if you knew this and you didn't do it, that could be a crime. So, and we're going to that stage, which is insane. The Pidgey effect is real. He reports good news, stock tanks. Yeah, I mean, it's because of the election, man. Once Trump wins, you'll see the stock go up. It's going to be absolutely insane. If what you say is true, the price now easily 500. Oh yeah. My price target end of this year is 350, and but it won't go that high because Wall Street wants to see, they want to see the actual numbers before that. But once they do, it's going to go high. In 2024, the bot will probably be bigger than the FSD. Oh yeah, my God, don't even talk about the bot, man. The bot is just going to be insane. Orders of magnitude. What guarantees that FSD will be solved in 2025? It's been solved next year, every year. Yeah, well, according to Elon, and I know Elon has been promising every single year, but when you look at the progress of what FSD is going, and we're already talking about that version 13 is some series of it is going to be unsupervised. So we're getting there, my man. We're getting there. I'm sure there's so many faults with my chart as well. And here's the thing. This only includes the Robotaxi, guys. It doesn't include the curated experiences. It doesn't include the supercharging. It doesn't include the advertisement that Tesla will have from other companies when they're picking up and dropping off people. It doesn't include any of those things. It's just pure Robotaxi. So I'm sure there's more things that can add it onto it, or they can be added onto it, or maybe there's some other percentages that can be, or dollar amount that can be less. I have my own valuation 2030, and it failed every single year, and it's bearish compared to you and Stevens. Yeah, well, here's the thing with Tesla. It trades flat for so many years, and then it spikes up. So the spike up could happen in 2026, could happen next year. And again, 2025 is going to be an awesome year for Tesla, but Um, don't think Tesla stock is linear until they have the SaaS margins come in. Other than that, it's not linear, man. It ain't linear. So don't think that this year's gonna be like that year's gonna be like this. You're most likely going to be wrong until that one year that are just 5, 6 X's for no, just out of nowhere. That's just how the stock is. It is that simple. Saving lives will light up a fire under guard. Yep, exactly. Exactly. You knew that the data, you knew that this will save lives. Why didn't you do it? It's criminal if they don't do it. So that's where we're going. When the DOIA proves what DOIA proves it's safer, it will be morally incumbent. Yeah, exactly. Data when the data. Yeah, when the data proves it's safer. Yep, exactly. 100%. Insurance companies don't want safer driving. They want to keep, well, it's not going to be in their hands anymore. And I don't think insurance companies will be around that long once robotaxis become a thing. That's my opinion. And Warren Buffett said it himself too. So please, for the sake of our country and the world, Trump. Yeah, I think Trump's going to win. Will Tesla not allow buying lease to be a jumpstart? No, I think Tesla will have different levels. That okay, if you buy the car up front, cash, 25K, sure, this is how it is. 30% will take, and all that kind of stuff. But if you lease it, we'll take 50%, something like that. If you finance it, we'll take 40% or something like that, right? I think there's going to be deals like that and such. But yeah, guys, that's the model. That's the model, man. That's the model. And smash that like button. And if you guys haven't become a channel member of this channel, man, $2 a month only is a way of supporting me too. And there is like members only videos for you guys as well. I think there's about 17 of you guys. If we can hit 50, that'll mean the world to me. It would really mean the world to me. But nonetheless, smashing that like button will mean the world to me as well. And let me know in the comments below what you guys think about this robotaxi. Numbers are nutty. I'll tell you that. Numbers are flipping nutty. But I don't want to keep you guys here for too long. But that's it. That's the robotaxi model. Numbers are nutty. And the future's bright, man. The future's bright. Next year, we're gonna get the first robotaxis with the Model 3 and Y. It's gonna be insane. But anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoy your weekend because today is Friday, and I shall see you guys in the next video. See ya.